I'm on Twitter again, and you guys know every time I start off a video saying that I was on Twitter, I lose a piece of my soul. I lose a piece of myself, my sanity, my intellect, height, weight, something gets lost every time I open up the application or go to the twitter.com website because it's always some bullshit. And I opened up Twitter today and I see this video of this guy like talking about like the problems with the modern virgin. And I usually don't know how the fuck I end up on those sides of like Twitter where as soon as I open it, I'm not greeted by, I don't know, fucking Milwaukee and the Nets going to game 7 like I'm supposed to, because that's the only reason I use Twitter is to check sports when I'm not checking it on Instagram. But I'm not greeted by that. I'm greeted by some guy talking about the problem with like the modern virgin. And it's only a 20-second clip. And I wish I could find the whole clip because I would love to clown this nigga thoroughly, because it's just pathetic how incels like think. Like their logic and their thought process is really fucking pathetic. Like imagine going around being like, I deserve pussy, but pussy doesn't deserve me. I don't know. I can't fucking put it into a cohesive thought because most of their points and logic aren't cohesive thoughts. So I'm gonna put the video here, we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna all lose fucking brain cells together, because I don't understand how these incels wake up in the morning and think, yep, this is it. And if anyone can find the full video of this, fucking please, that will be fucking great. I would love to review or talk about the whole video, because niggas like this need to be clowned. I'm not saying bring back bullying, but that is exactly what I'm saying. And here's the video. I'm about to fucking roll it, bro.
Even the virgin women are not that good anymore. I know a lot of Egyptians who got married to virgins, and I would say a virgin woman is actually worse than a promiscuous woman. And the reason behind it is that a lot of these women who get married as virgins, they go crazy because I didn't get to ride the cock carousel. I didn't get to sleep with Chad and Tyrone. So a lot of these virgin women, they end up becoming very, very bitter, angry, and just spiteful against their husbands. While a non-virgin woman, she's gonna be like, yeah, I had.
And if anyone can find that whole video, I will be forever grateful. I would love to come back with the extended cut, the extended clip of this fucking video, because this nigga is wild. And that's how I feel about most incels, because they all have this mentality, because most incels think alike, and that is a true example of a hive mind mentality, because they all think alike, they all do the same thing, they all say the same shit. They're like, oh man, this woman is unmarriable because she got fucked 1 time, she got fucked 2 times, or oh, she doesn't want to be with me, the nice guy, because they want the big black, roosters. They want the Tyrones and they want the Chads and shit like that. Just really pathetic mentalities, like really just giving off fatherless household vibes. Like they always say this defeatist shit, and now they have like safe spaces where they can disguise themselves as alpha males because they don't have sex, or women don't give them sex because they are superior, or some really backwards dumbass logic. And like the logic in the video that virgins are more bitter because they didn't get to ride the rooster carousel. That can someone explain to me how a virgin is upset that they didn't get to ride the rooster carousel, but a promiscuous woman who got to ride the rooster carousel, is a better partner? Because from what I've seen, and this is just me personally from family members, friends, and people that I have seen growing up around in high school, that usually people who wait until marriage usually have better marriages and relationships. And I know there's like a case by case basis, because what's it called? Just Some people just don't click. But from what I've seen, if two virgins go into a relationship, they're usually happier with each other because they waited, they gave each other up to themselves and shit like that. It's a lot of fucking shit I'm not gonna go over. So for that nigga to say like virgins are more bitter, just from what I've seen and how dumb that logic sounds, it doesn't add up to me. And what he said about promiscuous women being better mates, I don't understand that as well. Like, if that's what you're into, that you want a woman who is like out here, you know, she has bodies, and like, let's say five is acceptable. I'm not gonna be out here with a bitch that has like fucking 30 bodies, because that is just, wow, that's the whole block, bro. Like, she chose because you're the simp of the crew. That's the only reason she's with you. But this dude's argument is that female, like, virgins are not happier in marriages, but promiscuous women are. Wouldn't the bitch who's out here been sleeping around not be happier in a relationship? Because what I've seen most of the times, dudes who get cheated on, their bitch has hoe tendencies, or they're just hoes in general. Like, I had a friend who went out with a hoe and he got cheated on, and I'm like, I didn't see that one coming. But I don't know, like, just the relationships I see with like virgins with each other, they're usually happy. Like, I see it all the time. I come from fucking Southern America, with traditional values and shit. I see it all the time. But this is what it looks like, bro. This is what it looks like when like you have this defeatist mentality with women, that just because you get rejected a couple times, you think that women like just don't like you because they want the fucking 12-inch fucking roosters rearranging their fucking neck muscles and shit, or they want the Chad with the fucking Gucci goo up and shit like that. And it's sad because every incel has this defeatist, fatherless household mentality that women just don't want them because of a superficial reason, and that they are the savior of all women because they hold the door open and they compliment them and they're nice. See, what dudes don't understand is that you can be nice to a female all you want to. That doesn't mean she owes you pussy. Like, just because you open up a door for a woman doesn't automatically guarantee you a slot between her thighs. It takes a little bit more work than that. And believe it or not, as a guy who gets pussy, I can tell you it takes a bit more work than just saying like, oh, you're beautiful, fuck me. Like, it's just weird how they think pussy should be given out versus how pussy is really giving out. Because before I got into a relationship, let's put it like this. Before I got into a relationship, my current relationship I'm in, I was talking to a girl for about 2 months, and I ended up getting pussy from her after like twice during that time span. Like, one, because she was like, I'm feeling you out, like the 90-day rules that the females have. And two, her parents were home. That's pretty much it. And during those 2 month span, I had to learn that person, get to know them, gain their trust. You know, just the normal shit you do when you're trying to date someone. But these guys want to skip that whole process because either A, they don't have the game to back it up, they don't have the patience, or they just don't get females very often. Because I can tell you right now, decent looking guy in football shape, I'm not in like six-pack Chad shape, I'm in dad bod shape with good arms. Like, you see me on Instagram. If you haven't followed the Instagram Blackmore Boast, you gotta go throw a plug in there. But I'm a decent looking guy. Pussy, in my opinion, is not hard to come by. Like, all you have to do is have game. Game. Confidence, game. And if you get lucky, confidence, game, and a good amount of luck. Like, just these incels, they just don't have something that, they don't have the it. Like, they completely neglect learning how to talk to people and instead thinking that pussy is owed to them. And I will never understand people like that. But one thing I do understand about people like that, they have the defeatist mentality. They hate women because women don't give up the box easily because they hold the door open or they complimented them. Like, I've seen guys completely spaz off on a bitch because they left them on open. Like, I've had girlfriends who have showed me legit DMs of guys going crazy, spamming them because they left them on open. And once it was even a guy she was talking to. Like, they were talking at the time and she had to like go to the hospital because like her mom got into a car crash. So she was in the hospital and not texting anybody. And she comes back to her phone. She has 50 messages and about 10 missed calls from one guy because I don't even know why. He felt ignored or some shit. And like, he was calling her a bitch, a slut, that she was probably sleeping around with a Tyrone, or she was like just all this shit, like just disrespecting this woman. And the thing about it is that I know that she's a virgin because she comes from like a really Christian household and shit like that, and she believes in having sex after marriage. So just these incels, man, with this weirdo mentality will never ever cease to not amaze but to stun and stump me because of their ideologies. Now, I know this video is long and I went on a little tangent, but fuck it, some of this shit needs to be said. That if you ever at some point feel like you deserve pussy because you're nice, I dare you, I double dog dare you to tell that to your friend group. Actually, no, I don't dare them that because they're probably going to get fucking validation for that shit. I dare you to go up to a male figure in your life, if you have one, and tell them that shit. And I promise you they'll call you a bitch. Because niggas who think they're owed pussy never get pussy. Like, let this sink in, bro. Open that fucking door, let that sink in. Niggas who think they are owed pussy never get pussy. But that's my rant for the day, bro, about these incels, because it's always the incel community that like makes me upset. Like, just the shit they say makes my skin fucking crawl. But that's the video for the day. If you made it this far, definitely subscribe. Thanks for fucking watching. But man, if you have those thoughts, bro, curb that behavior, because you need to fucking bite the curb if that's the case and take a size 14 Tim to the back of the head. But that's the video, man. Take it easy but not too easy, because that's when life gets hard. And stay blessed. Peace.